Thank you very much, Robert. Their goal is to elevate women's stories by giving them the tools they need to succeed. Later this week, the organization She Is Fierce will gather for their 8th annual Women's Wednesday event. And for a preview on what attendees can expect, we welcome She Is Fierce founder Kelly Youngs. Good morning, Kelly. What are you most excited to present on Wednesday?
Well, thank you so much for having me today. I'm thrilled to be here. Our organization is really about bringing women together, and our mission is to elevate women's stories and give them the tools they need to succeed. So Women's Wednesday, as you said, this is our 8th year, is a perennially sold out event where we really seek to put a woman on stage and ask them to just share their truth, right? So it's not about asking them to motivate you. It's not about asking them to teach you. It's really about them just getting on stage and saying, look, I look successful. I may have, these incredible achievements, but I've been along a journey, and let me share that with you. And I think our audience finds that really inspiring.
I was just going to ask how inspiring that is to hear stories and sort of peel back the layers of, sometimes, strong, powerful women seem like they're ironclad, but everyone's vulnerable to a degree, and everyone needed some help along the way to get to where they are.
Absolutely, and it's true for men and women, right? I personally love women, so I run a women's organization, but it is really true for all of us, right? We look at women and men who have achieved a level of success. We've had Olympians, we've had Emmy Award winners, ESPY Award winners, incredible entrepreneurs. We have all these phenomenal people on our stage, and what we do is we really say to them, like, pull the curtain back and tell us the challenges that you've had to overcome, the real story behind it. And even with really big names, people that we think we already know their story, we hear a story that they may have overcome just incredible challenges. And I think for the women in our audience, it's something that allows us to see ourselves in their story and see that that success, whatever that looks like to us, is aspirational but also achievable.
Describe how the theme living creatively can really extend throughout someone's life beyond just one creative element.
Yeah, I love this question. So as I shared, we typically feature one woman sharing her story. This event is a little bit different, and we're leaning into this idea of what does creativity look like for all of us. So we have 2 phenomenal artists on our stage. We have Shawana Brooks, who is the curator of the Moving the Margins movement, and we have a fashion blogger and an author. So women who have creativity in their lives in very different ways, but talking about what it looks like to bring that into your day-to-day life so that all of us, so people like me who maybe, I like to think I'm creative, but I'm certainly not a talented artist, right? That we can think about how can we bring that fun and creativity and lightness into our lives in the middle of all the other things, in the middle of running a business, in the middle of being a mom, all of those things that we have going on, doing something that is fun and light and brings a little bit of joy into our day.
Much like everyone, we all continue to grow as time goes on, and hopefully for the better. How do you feel the She Is Fierce organization, really a movement, if you will, has kind of grown throughout the years?
Oh gosh, well, I first started it many years ago when I had a 2-year-old and a baby, and my background's in television, and I was like, well, I live in St. Augustine, Florida now. I had moved from London, and I thought, gosh, what am I going to do with myself? And I didn't want to step out of my career, but I also wanted to be home. So I started this organization really not knowing if anything would happen or if anyone would get excited about it. And amazingly, the idea really took off. And I think that's because it's the simplicity of just elevating a woman, right? Saying, look, we all can achieve our goals, whatever they are, whatever that looks like. But we also need to be inspired, and we need to be connected with other people who've been there before us. So over the last 8 years, it has grown. It's based here in North Florida, but we actually have women who are members of our community all over the world.
And if people are looking forward to going to this event on Wednesday, how can they get tickets or find more information?
Okay, so the first thing I would say is if you want tickets, I highly recommend you grab them today.
Okay.
They are about to go out. VIP is already sold out, and we only have a few tickets left. But it's womenswednesdays.com, so it's a very easy, simple thing. You can go to sheisfiercehq.com or womenswednesday.com and grab your ticket today.
And I understand that we pulled you away from some very serious mom duty. There is a fierce little girl out there who is waking up early to watch as well.
Yes, I'm so
thank
grateful.
you for joining us on a Saturday because
it's my beautiful daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Annabelle. Thank you for including that fierce woman in our talk today.
Absolutely. Kelly Youngs, thanks you very much. Women's Wednesday presented by She Is Fierce is this Wednesday, June 7th at the Treasury on Plaza in St. Augustine. And Kelly, thank you so much for waking up early with us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. And we're back right after this.